Good evening and welcome to Accor Stadium here in Sydney for the second game of your Monday night footy action. My name is Sonny Tyre and today we've got a great clash on our hands. It's the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles taking on the South Sydney Rabbitohs as Joey Kelly leads out his team, the interim captain for the Rabbitohs this season. It's kind of a tag that's just gone hand in hand with his name. Interim captain last season at the Broncos, this season for the Rabbitohs, and they've got so much on the line, so much to play for. And same can be said for the Sea Eagles, who have started the season 4-2. It's been a great run for them at the halfway line of this season for the Rabbitohs. It's been a struggle. They're 1 from 5, and they put up such a brave game against the Dolphins last week in Coffs Harbour, where it was a 6-point loss to one of the top teams in the SRL, and they'll be looking to redeem it all here tonight at home in front of a proverbial home crowd. We know how good they can be at home. We saw the performance that they put up against the Warriors to win their first game of the season. But for the Sea Eagles, KCK will be looking to try and surge towards the top 4. The Eagles currently sitting around the mid-table area. 4-2. It's a great way to start your season, especially for a team like the Sea Eagles, who have just been somewhat written off. Maybe some might consider them, not one of the best teams, but the form-wise, they've certainly been one of the best. And turnover there for the Rabbitohs. O'Hare there to scoop it up. Anyways, enough of me dribbling. Let's get on with the footy. First tackle now. Kelly swings it out wide to Clay, back inside to Johnson, who steps one. Johnson's got a bit of space on that right-hand side. Two-man tackle there to bring him down with no, that wasn't Walmsley. Anyways, on we go. Tallis Riff, third tackle at the 30. The Rabbitohs looking to try and turn things around, and they made a few teamless changes, but that's not what you want to do if you're Souths. Unforced mistake there, just turning the ball over and giving the pressure for Manly Warringah as Walmsley tries to take it now. One of the standout performers for this Manly side, Coven Walmsley, made his debut in Origin this season, and I still have a bit of PTSD from that beauty of a try that he scored with the chip and chase. Alex Chapman there to take it through the middle. On the 20 now, the Sea Eagles, 4 tackle, where will they go? Back inside, Walmsley will take the run. 48 gain there for Manly, 5th and last here. Where will they go? The options, drop it in the slot to Ash Crutcher, and Ash Crutcher making a return to the halves, making a play at the 6th jersey here tonight, and we'll see how he holds. He was coming off the bench last week, if I remember correctly, so this could be his time to shine and try and solidify a spot in the starting 13 for Manly. For the Rabbitohs, big trade being announced earlier last week. Felix Stoder making his way from the Goldie down to Redfern, and he'll be playing in at the 11 position here tonight, making his club debut for Souths. And Joey Kelly also bringing up Lachlan Holmes from the Mine system, a development player. He'll be making his club debut tonight, his SRL first grade debut as well. KCK, what a step there. We know how lethal that step is, and it'll be very tough for him to try and get past Tyrone Clay here tonight. Tyrone Clay, what a player he's been for the Rabbitohs. He's been a standout for them, the former captain, and he's relinquished the leadership duties to Joey Kelly. And what a huge hit there on Coven Walmsley, I think it was. And it's forced to knock on. The Rabbitohs now with the ball. Not sure who put on that shot there, but it was a huge shot. And just like that, the Rabbitohs now with the ball as they encroach the halfway line, and Aaron Leondis will take a run there. Second tackle now, South swing it out to the left, and Felix Stoder, his first run in Rabbitohs colours. What a night it'll be for him, making the move down south of the border. Aaron O'Hare trying to get something going on the wing there, but KCK just bringing him down. Well, tackle now. A huge hit on Stoder. Oh, jeez, what a huge tackle that was. And, a knock on there for Souths, and it just goes from bad to worse. Clay trying to save the play in time, but the referee ruling. And it was a knock on. So 8 minutes played here at Accor Stadium. And there's been an SOS sent out to all Souths fans in the SRL. Get down to Accor Stadium and support your Rabbitohs who are fighting for their season, fighting for their finals hopes. And there is just not much room, not much margin for error. And oh, great inside ball to Alex Chapman, who's brought down at the 20. Potential try saver there from Tyrone Clay, I think it was. So they shifted out to Walmsley. Fifth and last now, Seagulls. Where will they go? Where are they looking? They drop it inside to Crutcher, and Crutcher puts up a high bomb. Who's going to scoop it up? Who's under it? It's Digby Johnson. Steps one on the outside, and he'll cut back in field. KCK there to drag him down, but a good defuse there from South. Inside ball to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift trying to catch KCK out of position. He does so, but KCK there like a hawk, like a seagull, swooping on its prey. Second now. 10 minutes played here from Accor Stadium. Kelly shifts it out, cut out ball to Callaghan. And Callaghan's wrapped up there on the SRL logo inside Manly half now. Third tackle. Inside ball over here. Flat ball to Clay, and Clay trying to break through the middle. Put on that dangerous sidestep we know he's capable of. But he's brought down in good defense as Jesse Bennett breaks the tackle, shrugs two off with the offload. Galaxi's through the middle. Galaxy will score straight under the sticks. And Matt Galaxy, what a try set up there from Jesse Bennett, the teacher. And I'll tell you what, he's just taught us a thing or two about how to play some rugged footy, some rough footy. Not afraid of the contact. Getting the tackle break, shrugging off two defenders and the offload to Galaxy, who had all the space throughout the middle and just could not be chased down, could not be stopped here. So the Rabbitohs, first points on the board here at home. 4-0 is the score. Kick to come with Callaghan taking it from right in front. And what a huge play it was there, courtesy of Jesse Bennett. We know how good he's been for the Rabbitohs this season. In my opinion, he's probably been their best forward. Up there with the likes of Jai Collins, but Collins playing at the 5 jersey tonight, so he shifts back out to the wings. But who knows, this could be the one that wins it for them here tonight, because they're off to a great start here, the Rabbitohs, and Joey Kelly will be liking that one. Kyle Lewis will be set to get us back on the way. 6-0 in favour of Souths, and what a game it's been so far. Wet and rainy conditions here in Sydney. And join us after this game. We head down south to Melbourne in Victoria. Amy Park will be the venue for the Season 7 Grand Final rematch. Will Kay and the Storm taking on Dom Ponkston and the Knights at 7 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, as Aaron O'Hare gets a big fend off through the middle. And the Rabbitohs playing with some real intent here, especially through the middle. Second tackle now. Kelly swings it out to Tallis Riff. Tallis Riff has got space to work with, but it's quickly shut down there. Third tackle now. Seagulls trying to hold on against this rampant Rabbitohs attack, who are just storming their way through the field. Fourth tackle now. Shy of the 30. They go back inside through Aaron Leondis. 60 gained here on the set. Fifth and last now. They drop back in the slot to Callaghan, and Callaghan puts up a high bomb, but it's shallow. Drops straight to Dom Young, and Dom Young trying to get around the edge of the defense, but he's brought down in a great tackle as the Seagulls through the wing here of Cody Ogg. And Cody Ogg, what a great game he had last week, making his club debut for the Seagulls. And he comes to a club that's 4-2, looking to try and solidify a spot in the top 8. But it'll be no easy task. You cannot underestimate the Rabbitohs. You cannot get complacent, because they are a team that can cause a headache or two. And KCK breaks the line, and I thought he was gone there, but great cover defense there. Brought down. Fifth and last here, Seagulls drop inside the pocket to Crutcher, who puts in a great grubber. Who's there? It's Jesse Bennett, and he'll just take it into touch. Jesse Bennett deciding not to take any gambles here. And that'll be a set restart. Drop kick here from the Rabbitohs as Callaghan sends it downfield. That'll get to the halfway line, and a huge kick there as the Rabbitohs now consecutive sets inside their half on defense, as we see Buckingham swing it out to Kyle Lewis, and Kyle Lewis is dragged down there. So much on the line for the Rabbitohs. They want to win here tonight in front of their home fans. and keep their slim finals chances alive. There is still hope here, and a win tonight would be huge for them. But, oh, geez, Ollie Pache straight through the middle. He might barge his way over the line. He does so, but he can't get the ball down. Great run from Ollie Pache, who's been another standout performer for Manly, finding himself a home on the northern beaches. And he's really hit his strides here this season. It's great to see from one of the many great characters here in the SRL community. 4 tackle now, 16 played here as Walmsley winds up with it. 51 on this set. 5th and last here, the Sea Eagles. What's the plan? They drop back in the pocket. Crutcher puts up a high bomb, but it's not going to be close enough to the line. Freeburn ends up with it, but Freeburn is just wrapped up in swarming defense from Souths. And what a game it's been so far. The Rabbitohs, they're certainly playing like their season is on the line, and that's that sort of desperation that they're going to have to play with, that urgency, if they're to come away with a result here tonight. But the Manly Warringah Seagulls, in my opinion, one of the most slept on teams this season and last season. They've been, in my humble opinion, they've been overachieving, and I mean that in a good way, because they've really surprised me and how good they've been. You know, they're a team you've got to grind out right till the end if you're to try and get a result against them. And that's going to be a challenge here for the Rabbitohs. But one that they've started off on the right foot with, as Stoder winds up with the last tackle on the set for the Rabbitohs now. 5th and last here. They play the ball. Dixon gives it out to Callaghan. Callaghan will just put it downfield. It's a good kick. I'll tell you what, Jai Collins was looming, but Freeburn takes it cool under the pressure. And if it just had half a second more airtime, I think Collins could have swooped on that one his own. Beckman straight through the middle. They're trying to close the gap. He gets the ball out, and Digby Johnson's there to defuse the situation. What a great play there from Digby Johnson, and it opened up through the middle there. The Seagulls just forcing their hand and making a mistake. So the Rabbitohs now back inside Manly's half. Stoder trying to get himself going for this game. He's only had a few runs. Hasn't been able to break that line yet. Bennett now. Cut out ball. Ben O'Donnell steps on his outside. Brought down by Dom Young. 4 tackle now. Rabbitohs shifted infield. Felix Stoder's got space. He just has to get past KCK, but he's brought down. Great tackle from Lewis and KCK. 31 gain on this set. The Rabbitohs, they shift it back. They give it to Callaghan, who puts up a high ball. It's a great kick. Who's going to take it? It's Freeburn, but Freeburn's driven back in the tackle. Referee ruling that he's in the field of play, and the Rabbitohs trying to hold him down and try and wriggle his way back into the try line, and it's knocked on there from the Seagulls. Another unforced mistake, and all of a sudden the Rabbitohs inside the 10 with a full set of 6 under their sleeve. Let's see what they can do here. Souths, they shift it. Other side to Callaghan, and Callaghan just winds up with the ball. He gets some couple post-contact meters. Second tackle now for the Rabbitohs. Galaxy plays a shot to Kevin Dixon, who gets a pass out to Johnny Burgess, and Johnny Burgess scores for South Sydney. A hot start here for the Rabbitohs, and that's the sort of start you need. You're going to come away with a win against a team like Manly, who are just so resilient. But Johnny Burgess, coming off the bench there at the 15 jersey, and just puts it down with one hand. Left the defense of Manly flat-footed as they could only watch that try be scored. 21 minutes played here. Round 7 clash here in your TBC Live SRL Premiership between the Rabbitohs and the Seagulls, where Callaghan has a kick to come pretty much in front of the sticks, and he'll slot it just like that. 12-0 is the score in favour of the Rabbitohs, the home team. And take a look at the fans here in the Borough in full voice. Off to a great start here. Quarter of the way played for this game here. And the Rabbitohs, we spoke about their 1-5 record. A couple of trades being made last week. Or a trade and a call-up. In a last-ditch attempt to try and turn the season around for the Rabbitohs. And a win tonight will do wonders for their momentum and their confidence, because it's not looking good for them at the moment. But if they keep playing like this to finish off the season, they could have what it takes to save their finals chances. But they need to get a wriggle on, and against a team like the Seagulls, they've been doing that as Dixon gets a break on the left-hand side, but he was honed in by some great defense there, courtesy of a KCK tackle. Cut out ball. Callaghan shifts it out wide to Aaron O'Hare, and Aaron O'Hare just winds up with the ball. About 15 metres away from the try line now. 4 tackle here, 23 played. Galaxy inside ball to Anderson, who gives it out to Felix Stoder. And Stoder will just wind up with a few post-contact meters. 5th and last now. South Sydney, they drop it flat. Callaghan drops the ball, and that one goes begging for Manly. And what a try it would have been, because he had the open space there, but just forcing that one loose there. And great defensive pressure from the Seagulls. 4-2 start to this season, looking to try and make a surge towards the top of the table, top 4. They're in a great position at the moment. They do not want to lose here tonight, because that would halt their progress as they try and attempt to finish in the top 4. 4 tackle now, Seagulls. Crutcher gives it to Lewis, out to KCK, who steps one on the outside. And he's brought down there, 3 to wrap him up. 5th and last now, Seagulls play the ball. Dom Young gives it to Buckingham. Buckingham, the former Rabbitoh, getting a great kick out. And Joey Kelly's there to field it. And a great take there from the Rabbitohs captain, making the shift to the halves last week in the 7 jersey. We know how good Joey Kelly is as a backline player. But I'll tell you what, he could have what it takes to be very devastating in the halves when there's speed, there's strength. The only question mark remains around his kicking game. Will he be able to have the boot in these situations, playing at the 7 jersey, as we see Tallis Riff end up with it now. 39 gained on this set. The Rabbitohs looking to try and get a good kick in, pin Seagulls deep in their own territory, as Joey Kelly puts on a great bomb there, stabs it to the corner of Shannon Freeburn, and he's just honed in by 3 defenders there on the Rabbitohs line. Taken down there from Jai Collins. Playing at 5 tonight. Aaron Beckman gets an awkward ball and he just swings it back around. And the Rabbitohs looking to keep this pressure up inside their own half of the field, as we see Walmsley wind it up to the 30. Inside ball, Crutcher dishes it out to Tuxiog, and Tuxiog gets a great bump off on James Anderson. We know how good and physical this Manly forward pack can be. And we'll see how it all turns out for them. Kyle Lewis to play the ball, 5th and last, and someone gets in the way. Ref rules play on, and Beckman tries to save the play. Can only do as much to get them short of the halfway, and it'll be a turnover. And Souths now give it out to Kelly, out wide to O'Donnell. Ben O'Donnell, one of the Queensland reps of this Rabbitoh side, and there's quite a few in here, or in this team. Jai Collins being another. Joey Kelly, of course. It'll be interesting to see how it all unfolds. Game 3 decider set to be announced very soon, so stay tuned on the SRL Discord. Can't wait to get that game out there, as Tyrone Clay gives it to Collins. Collins steps on the outside. Brought down at the 10. On the 30 gain here for the Rabbitohs. Half an hour played here on your round 7 clash. Big high bomb from Aaron O'Hare, and KCK just takes it cool and calm as ever. You come to expect that from the Manly captain. He's just cold in the veins, clutching the moments. And Tuxiog, big bump off there. Forced to be brought down there from Tyrone Clay. Seagulls now give it inside to Dom Young, but he's driven back. Dom Young playing at the 4 jersey, looking to have an impact. An impact from centre, as we see Robson wind up with it. Gets him over the halfway line now. Second tackle. KCK brought down. Manly swinging out to the right hand side through Dom Young. Just takes that one there. So Manly slowly creeping towards the red zone. Cody Ogg steps one. And Cody Ogg, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do for this game. He's very deadly, very lethal at that wing position. It's a high ball from Lewis. Great bomb. Looking like a bit of a Birdo bomb there. Clay ends up with it though, and a great take from Tyrone Clay. Not easy to defuse those high balls, especially on the goal line. It's even worse when they come off the crossbar. They usually don't end up bouncing towards you. As we see Callaghan wind up with it. Gets in front of the 20 now. Third tackle, 4 Souths. In their red zone, and they'll take it out through Johnny Burgess, and he's driven back. The Manly defense rallying on this set. Gang tackles being made. 4th now. Stoder finds a bit of space, but he's brought down shy of the 40 now. Bit tackle here. Rabbitohs play the ball inside. Callaghan gets the kick away. It's cross field. Great kick, if I do say so myself. And Freeburn steps through the middle, not afraid to just run straight through the traffic. But it'll be caught out there as Walmsley winds up with it over the halfway line. And just over 5 minutes remaining in this first half. It's been a tight game. And forced loose there, and Kevin Dixon swoops on at 6 again, rules the referee. And just like that, the Rabbitohs turn it around, forcing the mistake there from KCK, and that gives them possession of the footy. Inside Manly territory now. 5 minutes to be played. First tackle on this set. Oh yeah, gives it out to Anderson, and Anderson is driven back. Some great cover defense there. Kelly inside ball to Clay, who gets absolutely hammered. Huge shot put on Tyrone Clay there. The Rabbitohs now shifted inside. Felix Stoder. What a great run he had earlier in this half. Helping to set up one of the tries for South Sydney as Ben O'Donnell looks to make some magic happen on the wing, but he's brought down 5th and last inside the 20. Rabbitohs, where will they go? They drop back. Matt Galaxy puts up. Matt Galaxy tried to put up a kick, and I think his teammate getting in the way just sort of made him panic and hesitate. And just like that, the Seagulls off the hook, relieving the pressure. As the Rabbitohs try and just keep them in this half and run down the clock. As they hold a 12-0 lead here in your second game of your SRL Monday action. As we see Kyle Lewis wind up with it. Brought down in front of the 40 now. They drop it back in the pocket. Beckman just stabs it downfield, but Clay's there waiting for it. He'll try and get through, but he's just brought down once again. And what a game it's been. Just such a close arm wrestle or tussle. But the Rabbitohs just looking a bit more clinical on attack. And they've certainly made their opportunities count. A 12-0 lead. As the saying goes in the SRL, no lead is ever safe. And you just cannot rule out a comeback from this Manly side. They are an 80-minute team. And you have to play 80 minutes of some pretty good footy. You're going to get a result against the team from the Northern Beaches. 5th and last now. Rabbitohs just looking to get a good kick for field position. But it's turned over there. And oh no, there's a break in the play here. I think we could see one of the rare scrums, and we will. So what can happen here? What could be made of this situation? Beckman plays the ball. Watch out, Crutches there. Oh, great cover defense there. I think it was Kevin Dixon to bring him down. I'm probably wrong. I'm usually wrong. Oli Pache now straight through the middle, and Oli Pache, he is just an absolute menace at the 10 jersey. Darting from W half, Buckingham gets the play. But he stopped on the 30. 30 seconds now left for Manly as they try and make something happen here. They try and get points on the board before half time. It'll do a lot for their confidence heading into the sheds. Freeburn plays the ball for tackle, swings it out wide, cut out ball to Alex Chapman, who winds up with it. Alex Chapman trying to barge his way with some post-contact meters, but that'll be half time. 12-0 lead to the Rabbitohs. Yes, good evening and welcome back to Accor Stadium, where it is the home side, the Rabbitohs, with a 12-0 lead over the Manly Warringah Seagulls. And what a game it's been so far, what a contest. No points scored yet for Manly, the Rabbitohs just getting off to a hot start. And they hold a 12-0 lead here as we enter the second half of this Monday night game. And don't forget to join us after tonight's game, because at 7 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, it's the Season 7 Grand Final rematch between the Knights and the Storm at Amy Park. Second tackle now, the Rabbitohs. Oh, what a huge hit there, forcing the ball loose. And just like that, Manly with a prime opportunity short of the red zone. as they dish it short. First tackle now, Buckingham inside to Crutcher, who gives it to Beckman, and Beckman winds up with that one. Second tackle now, Seagulls looking to get their first points of the evening. And a great chance here as they play the ball 10 out from the line. Third tackle now, inside to Alex Chapman. Alex Chapman trying to barge his way to the line, but he's turned over. Great saving play there from the Rabbitohs, as we'll quickly see on the replay here. Tyrone Clay there to wrap him up, and the teammate getting underneath around the legs, turning him over. And as a Storm fan, that's some great wrestling to save the try from being scored. Walmsley now winds up with it. Fifth and last here, the Rabbitohs trying to hold their line as the Seagulls are looking to score their first try of the game. And look who does it. It's Ash Crutcher, playing in the halves for this week, and he gets the first try of the game for the Seagulls. And an easy one there for him. A great ball from Buckingham, and Crutcher just had to dive on it, but he got a bit fancy with it, put a bit of finesse on that score, and just Superman dives it over. Great try nonetheless from Manly, and it'll be good for their hopes and their confidence to get the first points of this game and look to try and start turning things around here. Kyle Lewis slots it from right in front, so it's 12-6 in favour of the home side. And the Rabbitohs will hope to continue off the form that they showed in the first half. But could we see a changing in the tide after that try being scored? Manly looking to try and get to a 5-2 record, and a win tonight is the way to do it. And it's a great prospect if you're a part of the Manly side to know how good your team has performed and how close those losses have been. There's a lot of positives to take from this team, and they've been very good. Not the best showing in the first half, but that's just a testament to how good this Rabbitohs side has been tonight. Really turning up early on here, and they're going to be hoping that they don't let their foot off the gas as we see Lewis shifted out to Crutcher. Crutcher driven down. Fourth tackle now, Manly shy of the 30 as they shifted infield. Alex Chapman flat ball to KCK with the offload. Great offload by KCK, and Beckman will just wind up with it. Fifth and last here, where will they go? The Seagulls. They drop back and they dish it to Ash Crutcher. Ash Crutcher will just kick it towards the winger. Jai Collins, watch out. Collins has got space. Collins gets past KCK, and the crowd is up in arms here. The Barrow is cheering on as they witness Jai Collins run through coast to coast and score the Rabbitohs' third try of the night. And what a great play there from Jai Collins. We know how good he's been at the 11 position, but you just got to feel like wingers is home. And he finds the try line there off a great line break. Great play from Jai Collins, opening that up from the kick return. As we now see the Rabbitohs about to convert this kick, you'd have to say. I'm always thankful it's not me kicking in these types of situations anymore. 18-6 is the score, and the Rabbitohs strike back with a try after conceding the first one in the second half. And that'll offset Manly's first try, taking the deficit back out to 12 points for him, and we'll see how they can respond. KCK giving out the orders for his team to tighten up on defense. The kick return game of the Rabbitohs, we know how deadly it can be, and they've got a great backline. You know, the likes of Tyrone Clay, Joey Kelly, even though he's playing in the halves, Ben O'Donnell, Kevin Dixon, Jai Collins, of course. There's just so much speed in their backline, and that's a great opportunity, but it's spoiled in the end. Joey Kelly, he had a show and go with that dummy. Probably just got a bit too excited and pulled the trigger too early as Creed Alex Chapman now Great run through the middle, and it will take it to the 20. Seagulls looking to strike back as they're trying to get inside their red zone. They'll do so with Kyle Lewis. Second tackle. Brought down in the 3-man there from the Rabbitohs. Third now. Manly, where will they go? They shift it left side. Crutcher gives it out to Walmsley, and Walmsley trying to get himself involved in this game as we see 4 tackle. Beckman, flat ball. Parche's trying to barge across the line, but he's held up. 5th and last here, 41 gained on the set. The Seagulls drop back in the slot. High bomb from Ash Crutcher. Who's going to end up with it? Who's under it? It's Chris Bontoft, and Bontoft is driven back into the field of play. And the Rabbitohs players high-fiving and rally around. What a great play it was there. Stopping that ball from getting over the line, and what a try it would have been. But the Rabbitohs just showing a lot of resolve in this game, and their defense has just been an emphasis in their performance here as we approach the 50-minute mark. TBC Live SRL Premiership game between the Rabbitohs and the Seagulls, where the home team currently hold an 18-6 lead in favour of them, obviously, as Callaghan gets a great kick, looking for the touchline. KCK flirting with it, but he brings it back in field. That could have been ugly for the Seagulls, but KCK just so quick and agile to save that play there. As Freeburn gets a step, and I thought that was going to be a turnover from that pass, but Walmsley doing a good job to save it and hold on to it. Alex Chapman through the middle, brought down there. Great tackle. I really should start studying player names because I haven't been giving those flowers out. As Ash Crutcher through the middle, and what a great forced ball there. Joey Kelly gets absolutely hammered in the follow-up play. Jeez, it's all happening here. This is SRL footy as we see Aaron Leondis take that head up now. Jesse Bennett, watch out, he's got space. Jesse Bennett, what a game he is having, and he's just getting those line breaks with ease. Third tackle now. Souths, give it to Aaron O'Hare, and O'Hare will just wind it up. Fourth tackle for South Sydney. And they swing it left to Tyrone Clay, and he's brought down. And Clay, a bit slow to play the ball here. 5th and last for Souths as we see them give it to Callaghan. And he'll just stab it cross field, but it's shallow to Freeburn, and Freeburn could have been gone there, but he was brought down in great desperation. Stuffed there from the Rabbitohs D as we see Alex Chapman now. Bit of a hospital ball, but the big fella holds on to it. Second tackle, back outside towards Freeburn, who's driven back. And the South's defense has just been menacing here tonight, making life not easy for the Seagulls forward pack as we see Beckman try and run it up. Fourth tackle on the 40, and it's a forward pass. Unforced error there from the Seagulls. And just like that, the Rabbitohs get the ball back. And the Rabbitohs just have not been doing themselves any favours with those sorts of plays. I don't have to be the one to tell them, but it's not the recipe for success. Tyrone Clay back through the middle, and what a line break he's put on. Held down in the tackle a bit. Third tackle now, the home fans blowing up as we see O'Hare get the fend off. Thought he was going to get the offload away too, but he's brought down. Great tackle. Fourth now, Rabbitohs, left side of the field, shifted out to Lachlan Holmes, and Lachlan Holmes, his first run of the game. The debutant making his SRL debut. Best of luck to him. 5th and last. Felix Wimelski just drops that ball cold. And FWS coming off the bench this week. Interesting decision. We know how good he can be, but that one not some of his finest work as we see the Seagulls on a 7 tackle set. First played in front of the 20 as they give it to Walmsley, who will just barge his way over the 30. 55 played here in your TBC Live SRL Premiership Clash. Round 7, the halfway point of this season. And it has just come and gone like that. But tune in because next week, round 8, will be the inaugural Indigenous round of SRL. And we can't wait to host it. We can't wait to see it all play out. And Alex Chapman with a great fend there through the middle. But then last year, on the 30, Seagulls play it back towards Ash Crutcher, and Crutcher's waiting for it. Great kick there towards the corner, but Jai Collins is waiting for it. He's got space, Jai Collins. He cuts through infield, and Jai Collins will go all the way for his second try of the game. Jai Collins What a play. What a player. What a try. That was some great stuff there from South Sydney, and the kick return has just been on point from them here tonight. As we take a look on the TBC Live replay, Jai Collins just had all the space in the world. He just cut back in field, and KCK just too far outside him. Closed the gap, and Jai Collins just zipped it all the way through. Probably one of his best games of the season here tonight, Jai Collins. He's been a standout for this Rabbitohs side. And the rumour mill was swirling with talks that he could be potentially moving on from the Rabbitohs. But with plays like that, geez, you'd be losing, a great talent. Someone who's very versatile, can play in the second row, can play at the wing position, and excel in both roles respectively. Nonetheless, a great try from the Rabbitohs, and 24-6 is the score here at Accor Stadium as Manly Warringah down by 18, and I don't think too many people would have expected the Rabbitohs to be out to such a commanding lead. We know how good Manly have been this season, but in games where the Rabbitohs turn up, they are just hard to stop. And that win that they got against the Warriors, very high scoring, very high tempo offense from this side. And like I said, when they're on point and they're clicking, they are just an eye to behold here. But nonetheless, third tackle now, 58 played as Tyrone Clay breaks through the middle. He's trying to catch KCK out on the edge, but he'll be brought down from the Manly skipper. Fourth tackle inside the 30, or just outside it, as Callaghan looks to get them inside it now. And they'll wind up 25 from the try line. Fifth and last year, the Rabbitohs. Where will they go? What's the game plan? Aaron O'Hare takes it, puts up a high bomb, but it's shallow inside the 20. And Ben O'Donnell comes down with the ball, but he's just met straight away from a defense of white jerseys as we approach the final quarter of this game. Substitutes for both teams ready to run on here as we see Ben Punch wind up with it now. Gets him to the 30. And big hit, forcing the ball loose, and Taylor Swift scoops it up. Great ankle tap there from KCK, I think it was, as Felix Windmill-Skeed will dart from dummy half. And the Rabbitohs looking potent here on the 10-metre line as we see them play second tackle. Forward pass from Felix Stoder, but the ref has not ruled it. And the away fans are blowing up here because that looked like a certain forward pass there as Galaxy winds up with it. Inside the 10, fourth now, 61 play. The Rabbitohs on the line through Kevin Dixon. Kevin Dixon trying to barge his way forward, but he stopped. Held up, fifth and last here, they drop in the slot. Callaghan just winds up with it. Tries to barge his way to the line, but they lose meters on that play, and that's a turnover. And Manly probably counting their lucky stars there. It was a huge hit on Walmsley, I believe it was, that just turned that ball over and had them on the ropes on their own goal line once again, but they held off this time, and they need to get a wriggle on here. They need to make a move if there are any chance to try and get back in this game. They don't want to drop a loss here tonight. Obviously, no team wants that, but the Rabbitohs, they have just been on point here tonight, and a few changes being made in their team list. But could it work out for them? It's worked out well so far. KCK, inside, outside, inside step. And what a great player it was, but desperate stuff there, being brought down from Galaxy, I believe it was. I'm probably wrong once again. Fifth and last here. Grubber kick. And Galaxy doing a great job to sweep it up. Sweep it up. And a chance goes begging for Manly as we see the Rabbitohs now just imposing their authority on this game. Out wide to Felix Stoder. And Felix Stoder looking to try and solidify a starting spot in the SRL. The former Bronco and Titan making the move to Redfern, and Felix Windmill-Skeed straight from dummy half. What a run there from FWS. Fifth and last now, the Rabbitohs. Where will they go? What's the plan? They give it to Joey Kelly. Joey Kelly puts in a great kick cross field. KCK's there. Cody Ogg's there to field it. Cuts infield, but he's brought down by Clay. And Cody Ogg being held relatively quiet in this game, but that was a great play from him, trying to inspire his team. They don't want to give up on this game just yet. There's 15 minutes left, but it's going to take something special from this side, this Manly Warringah side, to get back in the game. and get the result that they want. Get the result that will help get them up in the ladder towards the top 4. But at this point in time, it's a pretty big hole to dig yourself out of, as we see Kyle Lewis putting a great kick. I think he was before the 40, but the bounce is just unkind to him. And they're trying to drag Tyrone Clay out of bounds, and Tyrone Clay doing a great job to stay in field, especially in wet and rainy conditions. Oh, jeez. Blah, blah. Felix Windmill ski now straight out of dummy half. What a great run from him. And he has been having a great stint at our hooker. Felix Windmill ski, the former Blue Tongue. Oh, what a line break there from Tyrone Clay. But he's met in a tackle, brought down. 4th now for the Rabbitohs. Can they get to 30 as we see Galaxy wind up with it? Turned on his back here. 75 gain on this set for the Rabbitohs. 5th and last here. They play the ball slowly. Manly waiting on their line. They get the play out. Callaghan puts in the high bomb and it goes backwards. A bit of a shanker kick. And I won't criticise it because, you know what, I think I've put up a few of those in my career myself. So I'll tip my hats off to my halves. You know, those kicks are just unkind to us. But great way for the Rabbitohs. Oh, great set from the Rabbitohs, I should say. Walmsley now hits the break with the offload inside to Dom Young. Dom Young making the shift from centre to prop. Can his speed help get this Manly side back in this game? They're running out of time here as they swing it deep to KCK. Watch out, KCK brought down by Tyrone Clay. And what a game Tyrone Clay has had defensively. He has just been everywhere for this Rabbitohs side as we see Walmsley wind up with it. 4 tackle now, approaching the 70th minute. Crutcher outside. KCK gives it to Freeburn. Freeburn just cuts it infield acutely. And 5th and last here for the Seagulls. Can they score a try here? Oh, Pache tries to make it happen. Tyler Swift has got space on the counter attack, but he's brought down and met on a great chase there from Ben Puncher, I think it was. First tackle now. Rabbitohs inside to Clay, and Clay being forced down once again from KCK, and KCK has just had to come up so many times as the last line of defense. And not even his moment of magic could spark the inspiration for the Seagulls side. With just 10 minutes remaining, it needs to all go perfect for them, but this is not looking good for them as the Rabbitohs are looking to punish them on this set. Felix Stoner winds up with it, driven back. 74 gain, 5th and last here. Home crowd on their feet as they cheer for their Rabbitohs. Callaghan tries to get the grubber away, but great defensive pressure from the Seagulls, forcing the mistake, turnover in possession. And they'll try and quickly get back in this game, counter-attack through Cruz Bontoft. First tackle now for the Seagulls. Can they at least get some consolation points on the board? Because the time is not their friend, and neither is the scoreboard. Less than 10 minutes remaining. Down by 18. They swing it deep in the pocket to Kyle Lewis. I thought they could have been in line there for 40-20, but they're not going to risk it. They're going to go through Walmsley. Gets them over the halfway line. And the Burrow in full voice as we see Dom Young. Great run through the middle, or through the edge there, and gets them to the 30, the Seagulls. Their tackle options not been their strong point here tonight, but that's a great kick from Ash Crutcher. It might bounce, but Holmes, what a take from him. He just ran onto that one and swooped it cleanly. And I'll tell you what, playing at the 3 jersey, Lachlan Holmes has had some moments in this game. Great stuff to see from the Mines development player, now making his club debut in first grade. And the Rabbitohs, the prospect of a 2-5 start, now looking likely. It breathes just a little bit of air in their hopes for the finals this season. If they win here tonight, 2-5 would be the record. Tyrone Clay looking to make it happen here. Looking to put salt in the wound here as Joey Kelly stabs it downfield. Great kick. And it's off the noggin of Shannon Freeburn. Bit of a falcon. Steps 2. Just has to get past Clay. But Clay says come in. Wraps him up to the 30. No fullback in position as we see Dom Young try and wind it up. Couldn't get the line break out. That would have been a great chance for Manly as they swing it. Lewis to Kane Chapman Kenny. And Chapman Kenny's just been held a bit quiet tonight from this Rabbitohs defense, but he certainly had his moments. But it is looking like the Rabbitohs are going to come away with another win here. Their second of the season it would be. With a good record at home, where they've scored their first win and looking to get their second win here at Accor Stadium. Ben O'Donnell fields it, but he's just met. And some great cover defense from Manly. First tackle now. Lachlan Holmes from dummy half. What a play. Lachlan Holmes, the bright red hair, and he gets a dart from dummy half. Gets some run meters on his stat board as we see Jesse Bennett wind up with it. Jesse Bennett, another one who's had a great game for the Rabbitohs here tonight. Callaghan, inside ball to Dixon, and Dixon's driven back. Playing out wing tonight after playing wing last week. But he's come back on through the middle, and he brings a lot of speed, a lot of strength there. As we see Lachlan Holmes take it up, shy of the 40. Fifth tackle now, the Rabbitohs drop it deep. Jesse Bennett gets the kick away, and he can teach us a thing or two about kicking. Myself especially, Cody Ogg takes the run there, trying to make it happen for the Seagulls, but they're not going to be able to get back in this game here tonight. 2 minutes remaining as the red and green here at Accor Stadium, the Borough, the fans of South Sydney up in arms, because a win here tonight keeps their slim finals chances alive. And I'll tell you what, 2-5 would be way better than 1-6. Better optimism their way now. And could they turn things around? What are we going to see from Joey Kelly, their captain? Are they going to try and make another trade or two? Or have they found that formula they believe will win them games? It's been a great performance from them here tonight. Very clinical stuff here from Souths and from Manly. Just not their best footy. And when you combine the two, one team playing brilliant and another team just playing a bit average, with all due respect, you know, it's just not a good recipe to win the game if you're the Seagulls. So that'll drop them back to 4-3. Still one win above 50%, but nonetheless, the home fans up in arms because their South Sydney Rabbitohs have come away with a gutsy 24-6 win over the Seagulls. And that win keeps their finals chances alive at the halfway point of the season. Plenty to turn around, but plenty of time to do it. And you cannot rule out anything at this point in time as we see your TBC Live stats. Jai Collins with a double. Galaxy Burgess getting over for the Rabbitohs. Ash Crutcher. Apologies in advance if I said KCK got a try for the Seagulls. I thought he did, but it was Ash Crutcher. Getting the only points of the game, or the only try of the game for the Seagulls. But possession, Seagulls, nearly 70%. But their completion rates were just not up to par. Actually, pretty similar to the Rabbitohs, but the Rabbitohs were just a lot more clinical defensively, and on those kick returns, they were just a force. 8 errors apiece for both teams, Manly making 7 more tackles than the Rabbitohs, 181, 190 for them. Less missed tackles than the Rabbitohs, and the line breaks on par, so it's, you know, looking at those numbers, I mean, Manly, you would have thought that they'd probably be the ones to come away with the result here tonight. And they were obviously favoured to win here. But the Rabbitohs, just when you think they're down, they come back up and just show a bit of life in their season. As we take a look at the TBC Live player stats. Jai Collins from the wing, what a game he had. 222 run meters. 2 line breaks with 2 tries. Felix Stoder, what a stint. 190 at the 11 jersey. Run meters there for the second rower in his club debut. 5 line breaks as well. Tyrone Clay, 21 tackles, did not miss 1. 6 line breaks. Great performance. Callaghan, O'Hare, Bennett. Jeez, look at the amount of players over 100 run meters. Felix Windmill, Skeed, Riff, Galaxy, and Joey Kelly all over 100. And geez, what's that? 9 players, 10 players that have just achieved an incredible milestone here tonight. Offensively, the Rabbitohs were just clinical and hitting the lines with speed. It was tough for Manly to contain, and we know how good Manly's defense are, or is. So to see the Rabbitohs do something like this against them tonight, Just goes to show how good of a performance it was, how good Rabbitohs were here tonight. But we'll take a look at the visitors. Rex Buckingham leading the way in run meters at the hooker position. 1 try assist to his name, with 2 tackle breaks and a line break, but 5 missed tackles and 2 errors. Kane Chapman-Kenny, 200, leading the way once again as the skipper usually does. 7 line breaks. Walmsley, another one standout for Manly. Alex Chapman, Freeburn, Beckman, Crutcher and Pache. All over 100 metres for the Seagulls. But a lot of missed tackles from both teams, and looking at the numbers, you know, it was just that type of a game for Manly. 8 line breaks for Shannon Freeburn. Very impressive at the wing position. But just not much to show on the board here tonight for Manly. So after tonight's 24-6 win in favour of the Rabbitohs, they'll shoot up to 2-5, keeping their finals hopes alive. The Seagulls now at 4-3, but still a win above 50%, and both teams will be looking to capitalise next week in Indigenous round. But it's been a great year from a rainy Accor Stadium in Sydney. Thank you for joining me, Sonny Tyre, here on your SRL TV coverage. Coming up next, it is your Monday night footy primetime game from Melbourne at Amy Park. It's the Season 7 Grand Final rematch between the Storm and the Knights. Do not go anywhere because you don't want to miss this game. Thank you for joining us once again, and we'll see you on the next game on SRL TV.